Alright, the purpose of my speech today is to inform you guys about sexually transmitted diseases and encourage you to get tested. More than half of all Americans will contract an STD at some point in their lifetime. Through my research of various sources, I have learned many facts about STDs and possible solutions to help prevent them. For most people, there will come a point in their life where you would choose to become sexually active. At this point, you are at risk for contracting an STD. This is why it is important to learn about sexually transmitted diseases and how they can be prevented. In the U.S., sexually transmitted diseases are a serious problem that should not be overlooked. This is why it is important to get tested. First and foremost, sexually transmitted diseases in the U.S. is a problem. However, STDs are being ignored by many people. In a 2004 article by Sarah Gazer, she stated that only 14% of women think they are at risk for contracting an STD, and only 8% of men think they're at risk for contracting an STD. This notion is simply not true. According to the STD testing on It's Your Sex Life website, by age 25, 1 in every 2 sexually active Americans will have contracted an STD. Also, every year, more than 19 million new cases of STDs are reported in the United States. More specifically, in a 2008 report by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Alabama is ranked 23rd highest among the 50 states in reported cases of AIDS. It's also ranked 4th highest in reported cases of syphilis and 2nd highest in reported cases of gonorrhea and chlamydia. STDs are not only common, but they are harmful. There are several symptoms and long-term effects listed in the article Lowdown on STDs on It's Your Sex Life website. Some of these symptoms include painful blisters or small bumps, rashes on the palm of your hands or your feet, also nausea. These are just some of the many symptoms one could endure when having contracted a sexually transmitted disease. Some of the long-term effects can be damage to your heart, brain, or nervous system, or even death if the sexually transmitted disease is not treated. There are several symptoms, but the most important thing to note is that you can have a sexually transmitted disease for a long time without any symptoms. Therefore, you can have a sexually transmitted disease and not even know it. This is why it is important to get tested. So what is the cause of the intense spread of sexually transmitted diseases in the United States? STDs can be spread in many ways. They can be spread from skin-to-skin contact, or by kissing, or using hypodermic needles that have been infected with an STD, or any other means in which you come in contact with human blood. The spread of STDs is also increased by the fact that many people do not know they have a sexually transmitted disease. When a person does not know they have a sexually transmitted disease, they are less likely to take the precautionary steps when interacting with another person. Also, it is important to know and trust your partner. In an article by Sarah Gazer, she notes that many people are embarrassed by the fact that they have an STD, therefore they do not want to share it with their sexual partner or other people, and this allows the infection to spread. Now that you know the ways in which STDs are spread, how do we stop it? Many people might think that teaching abstinence is the best solution. However, according to a 2006 study by Vicki Pittman, comprehensive sexuality education proved to be more effective than abstinence alone. Also, Sarah Gazer goes on in her article to conclude that no abstinence program has been found in reducing risky behavior. She goes on further to state that programs that encourage abstinence but also teach you how to have safe sex are more effective. These Abstinence Plus programs teach teens to use condoms and practice safe sex. Safe sex plays a key role in stopping the spread of STDs. Overall, the most important way to stop the spreading of STDs is to get tested. Even though using a condom is a great means of preventing STDs, there is still a chance that STDs will be spread from the misuse of condoms or the condom failing. This is why it is important to get tested. This is the only way to know if you have an STD. The only way to know if you have an STD is to get tested. Most STDs are treatable and many are curable. So if you get tested and find out if you are infected, then you can seek the proper treatment and take the proper precautions when having sex. With all the facts in mind, make the right decision and get tested. As you can see, gaining knowledge about STDs is helpful in preventing the spread of STDs. The spread of STDs is a big problem caused by the lack of knowing. This problem can be solved. So get tested, have safe sex, and don't be a statistic. Thank you.